Cartoons, memes, and even reenactments help people see an event or a situation more clearly. They may parse the event in ways that words cannot. If a phrase contains any action at all, it can be shown in a matching sketch, which is what a storyboard is. Welcome to One Phrase at a Time, How to Storyboard Genesis 1. I'm Marcus Sanford, editor, the Young Local Creation Week Journal, available at bookstores online. Let's take some simple action, like this bouncing ball. We just saw the ball roll off one stand and bounce up onto a lower one. Let's storyboard that. This is a complete narrative. Well, almost, because now we're curious, did a cat happen to start the ball rolling, or was a person measuring his effort very carefully to make it land on the lower one? If we only show the ball falling, we would not have the whole narrative, and if we only showed the ball bouncing on the floor, we would not have it, nor if the ball arrived at another stand. But we didn't show the taller one in the background. Now let's try a few scenes from Genesis 1. On day 4 example, we have space and the land, the ocean at the start of the day from the previous, but no sun or moon or planets, and only a general dimmer light. That's the start. Now, what happened on day 4? The sun, moon, and planets were placed. If you didn't draw the before and after, you would miss the important action about day 4. You'd also want to show that these objects were time markers, but that's a detail for another time. So now let's go back and look at the initial scene of the Genesis 1 narrative. If you look into the opening line in professional comments, you'll find that it's a title, no action there. So next we check our lighting. There is none. In a way, that's hard to draw because the earth truly is there. So the earth is there, but two things can be tricky here. One is it is formless, and two, that earth is most often translated as the land or land mass, not the whole planet. What is the artist to do? He reads the next line, though, and he sees that water covers everything. And also, in this line, is an important detail about the lighting or the darkness. No light is bouncing off of the water yet. Now, the water cover established, let's notice something that the oldest rabbi or teacher commentaries said about the term formless. They were trying to make Genesis understood in the national language of their day, the users of Greek. They chose out of view or submerged. You can probably see why. Add to this, the words for wind and spirit are very similar, and Genesis might have meant simply that a wind was blowing over this water. With this, you have captured a very important part of the narrative. It was utterly dark in the local POV or point of view, and that will make day 1 very interesting. So now, read day 1. We now have a general light showing, and it also has a way of marking only the start and finish of the daily cycle. It's possible that distant starlight is arriving on day 1 and that God was telling Adam the story of days 1 through 5 by starting with the arrival of starlight. Regal is the brightest object in the close familiar formation seen from Earth, which is Orion, but that's 1,350 light years away. Sirius is only some 9 light years away, and could have marked the start of a day by showing in the evening sky. We hope you've enjoyed this intriguing start to how to storyboard Genesis 1 and actually see it in pictures, but we're not going to finish it for you. Hone your storyboard skills as much as your study of the comments in Genesis and see what it looks like to you. Remember, one action phrase at a time.